Hey y'all, Smoking Uncle Frank here. Thought I'd do a little video for you. I got that, got this thing here a little while back. Not too long ago, a few days ago. Uh, the Lansky Deluxe Diamond Sharpening System, which I've been playing around with. And I thought I'd just give my opinion on it. So far. My opinion is it works well. It works really well for what it is. I mean, it's not a real expensive system. About $100, give or take, with everything that I got with it. Because I actually went and bought the extra stuff. I bought the 1,000 grit ceramic stone with it, and then I went and got the 2,000 grit one because I like to get a good fine edge, and it's got the extra coarse diamond stone and the coarse, and then it goes all the way down to the fine, extra coarse, medium, fine, and then you go into the ceramic, okay, to finish it off. My beef would be, this would be my only complaint, and this is something I'm gonna attempt to fix myself, because my problem is that, well, I'm going to show you on this other one, because this other one really defines it a lot better. I bought this too because it's got the rubber grips on it. Because when I'm putting my knife in there, for instance, when I'm attaching the blade here, I don't want that all scratched up because, well, I tried the tape, and the tape works on the jaws. But I bought this one because, I don't know, I like the idea of having a little screw on the top instead of having to use a screwdriver to adjust that other one there. So my beef would be, and I was using this today, obviously. I was using it, I used it a couple of times on a couple of knives actually. I got pretty good results. My beef is this. You see that? Let's see if I can get that camera to show it, but you see that shiny edge there? Well, when I'm coming in and I'm trying to get closer, get finer angles like 20 or 17, because it's got 30, 25, 20, and 17 on angles. Now, I like to have the sharper angles because you get a sharper knife that way. The heavier angles are more robust things for chopping and whatnot, from what I've gathered. My beef is that when I get down to the finer ones, is that no matter where I set the blade, unless it's a really wide blade that sticks that thick out, I'm gonna cut into this thing here. So it's not the end of the world. I mean, I know that I can take a file. I'm gonna go to the hardware store one day soon, and I'm gonna get myself a file, and I'm gonna knock some of the material off the top of here. And the bottom side, not so bad, but it still could use a little bit of cutting down, because it doesn't have to be this thick up here and down here to still grab the knife nicely and still be stable enough and not have to worry about it breaking or anything. So I'm gonna knock that down a little bit with a file on both sides, on both of them, because they both do it. Both this one and the one that came with it, it's cutting in. You can see maybe a little bit there. You see the edge there. It's kind of, it wore it in some. Different knife though, so but I need to fix that on those. So because I don't want to file on my tool, I don't want to cut on my tool when I'm trying to sharpen a knife. I want to cut the knife, so that becomes a little bit of a pain in the ass. I also bought this thing here. This is really good because I got that other stand thing, but This thing here clamps on the side of something. It actually clamps right on the side of the kitchen, the bathroom sink where I like to, because I got the water and everything there, and I can just dip my diamond stones in there and go to town because I like to use water with that. So this clamps right on there and it holds it nice and steady. So that was a good. That's a lot. I like that a lot better than the base, although I still do use the base. Um, this is some of the results I got yesterday. I did this one here. I don't know if you can see it, but I got a pretty good edge on there. I got that at 20 degrees. I'd like to get down to 17 degrees because I think that would give it a sharper edge, a finer edge. But it's pretty sharp now. I still got to hone it. I still got to get a little more stropping done on it, but I got a pretty good edge on there. I don't know if you can see that, a little bit of shiny and nice and even, pretty even, anyways. I mean, for an old bastard like me that's just still learning, I'm trying to get the camera angle and I'm not. So I had a flashlight here, and I don't have a flashlight. I'd show you better, but and besides, I got the lights on and it probably wouldn't work. So anyway, got that. Today I got up and I decided that I wanted, because this guy that gave me this one here, it's got a real nice action on it. I'm not real. The blade shape is kind of goofy. It looks like a damn stork or something, but I was able to get a pretty good edge on it right there. I gotta drop it down a little bit though, but it's sharp now. It's got a nice even edge all the way along the edge there. I'd only wish one thing: when the guy sharpened this thing, because the guy that owned it before me, before he gave it to me, so I shouldn't be bitching too much because he did give me the knife, but he kind of scratched up the top. He scratched up the top of this a little bit. There's a few fine little nicks in there, and I really try my best not to do that, even though I did do that on some of my newer knives back when I was first learning, because I was using I was going freehand before I discovered the systems. So I got my one here, and it's a smooth stainless. So I'm thinking that I didn't get too badly on this one here, but it's too thick to it just doesn't work in the system. This one might back here because it's got a nice flat edge, but and this one might too. I don't know, but this one here, you can see where I got a bumping machine at work, so I'm gonna take it down there and I'm gonna try to. I got some fine scratches right along this edge here. Hard to see here, but see if I can angle it for you. But I got some little fine scratch, and that bugs the shit out of me because I'm a perfectionist and I like things look clean and shiny and everything. And well, they're not. It's got some scuff marks from my first attempts at sharpening with a freehand system. So I don't know if this one is going to work in my system because it goes thin back here and then it comes up and then it goes down, and it's kind of like, well, it's less, but it's still got kind of like this guy here, which I cannot sharpen on any of those systems because the way it comes up and slopes there. There's no flat edge for me to grab the knife. It's flat, but it's sloped, so it's kind of downhill. It's not a consistently flat edge, if you know what I mean. So I can't really grab it in the system. I've kind of more or less stuck with sharpening it freehand, and this is my practice knife. $29. So I'm trying to learn on this one how to get some better action with the freehand. And I got it somewhat sharp there. It's kind of a toothy sharpness, but it's sharp. Um, because I cannot afford to buy something like the what is it called here? I got it on my computer here. It is called the Edge Pro Apex. Um, the Apostle P uses one of those, but we're talking about a $500 system, and I can't afford no $500. So I'm thinking about maybe one day getting this other one that I saw, which is called the you got the Edge Pro 2 Apex, but then you got the Work Sharp Precision Adjustable Sharpening Elite System, which is only $119, which falls a little more in my pocketbook range. So one of these days when I get, because that one there is not set to you can dial it in and get variations of angles, and I like that. I like that idea. So I probably should have got that to begin with instead of this, but I like the fact that this one's got the diamond stones and that other one doesn't. It's got some. I guess you can get diamond stones for it, but that's an extra. So I don't know. I just went with that one because it was a good deal on eBay. I got a good deal. I was able to knock the guy down from what they sell for. He made a deal with me, so I went with that, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I just gotta fix that one little quirk that it has, that because when I'm sharpening, I really don't want. I gotta grind. I had to grind this down. I had to grind the edge down here with the damn stone, with the sharpening stone before I got to the actual blade. That kind of, and then no matter how I adjusted it, so I even got a nice polished mirror, almost a mirror polished edge on there because I went over it afterwards with the ceramic stone, and it kind of polished it too. So, but I'm gonna get a file at a hardware store, and I'm just gonna knock that thing down a lot more. Um, and there'll still be even after I knock off I don't know, a couple millimeters. I'm guessing maybe a millimeter, maybe a half a millimeter off of there. I'll be able to clear then for the finer edges, and not have a problem with the stone cutting up into it, because that's what happens when I put the thing on. It just wants to do this. It wants to go up against the edge there, and it's no good. I can't get close like that, which I'd like to get. So, my thoughts, just my thoughts. You can give me your thoughts if you got any. I'd love to hear them. Any advice or anything anybody has on that. So, but overall, it works pretty well. I mean, I was able to get some pretty good, pretty sharp knives here, and consistently clean and even edges that looks nice and squared off the way I like them. So it's a win for me. I like this knife, other than the fact that it's got a silly looking blade on it, but it's got really good action. It opens and closes real easy. So it's not my Spyderco, but my Spyderco, I'm not even going to touch that one, because that one there, it came out wicked sharp out of the box. Believe me, I know it is. There's proof. I was closing it the other day, and I caught my pinky, and I didn't slice it bad. I just put a little nick in it, but it bled. I bled for my new hobby anyway. So this is the Spyderco here. This is a nice knife. This is really nice. This is a Spyderco pair of 3. Got a 3-inch blade on it, which is plenty blade. It's got really good action. Look at that. That just smooth as butter. So this is my everyday carry now. I want to get myself a Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and there's a couple other ones that I'd like to get, but they're not cheap. They're expensive knives. We're talking about I don't know, Paramilitary 2, I think is close to $200, give or take, $20 or so. And I'm looking at the police, the Spyderco Police. I like that one because it's got a stainless steel handle on it. I like that. It just looks nice. I don't know. I think it looks cool, and it's got a nice long blade on it. And I like, me, I like big. This isn't small. It's not. It's not too small. It's not. It's not teeny weeny. It's just like my little this one here when I bought this one, and they didn't tell me that it was a mini, but this one here is almost, well, it's about an inch over the size of the handle of a Spyderco, give or take. So, but I got a nice edge on it now, though. So I guess that I was able to finally get it nice and sharp now. So that's a plus. It's kind of a thick blade though, so it's not very slicey dicey. It's just it cuts though. It cuts well. So anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. Just my opinion. Um, oh, that special lot of Kia Flake. Been smoking, so I smoked some of that. I got the rest of it put away in my cellar because I'm nuts. Because I like it so much. It's got a nice woody taste, a woody aroma to it. It almost, I don't know, sandalwood or something. Or you know me, I can't really critique things too well. At least not when it comes to tobacco. But I really like it. And just because of what it is, I know that this stuff here, that's the empty tin, is far and few between me finding more of it. So I just accidentally felt I bought when I bought this, it was sheer accident. They had one tin of it sitting on the shelf when I walked into the tobacco nest one day, and I spotted it and I grabbed it, and I haven't seen it since. So one of these days maybe I will, and I'll grab some more of it. I don't know. We'll see. But this is kind of a hard to find item, at least. That's what I know. That's all I know. So that's all I got today. I'm gonna shut up now, guys, and I'm gonna let you go. Have a great week. Um, Memorial or Labor Day coming up, week after next. So I'll try to throw some more videos up somewhere in between there. So think of something to talk about. Probably be knives or something, or tobacco maybe, or who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna get into next? I know I do. I know I do want to get that work sharp system though. But it's gonna be a while because there's too many other things that I gotta take care of first. I just got my car fixed, and I gotta get them bills knocked down before I can buy anything for myself. No more toys for a while. So I just gotta stick with the toys I got and play around with them. Have a great week, guys. Talk to y'all later. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Give me your comments. I'd love to hear your comments, especially on some of the stuff I talked to you about today here. If you got any ideas, have a good one, guys. Bye bye all.